Hold on. Grab some.
Check. 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 All right. So, the Red Corner, episode 4. Episode 4. You know, just wait for Micah to get back. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. What the hell is he, bro? Oh my gosh, bro. The red corner, episode 5. You know what I'm saying? Episode 5. Definitely discussing a couple of things, but the biggest thing in boxing news right now is the fact that Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford has still not been announced. It still has not been announced. I mean, you know, at a certain point, you got to ask yourselves, do they really want to sell this fight? Because look, if the fight happens in October, right?
There's
That's
no date.
that's
Is what
3 months
you're
from now. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
That's 3 months now. So many people, bro, just can't pick up and just go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something that regular people can do. You got to plan these things. You got to buy your tickets. You got to buy your plane tickets. You got to buy your hotel. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of preparation goes into this shit. So and the fact that it's 3 months away and it still hasn't been announced for sure. Like this is ridiculous. This is just crazy.
Oh, so wait, what has it been announced? The venue?
No, nothing. It hasn't. Nothing's been announced
Wait,
yet.
wait, 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 wait. So wait, if the fight's 3 months away, then what's the day? Is it just supposed to be somewhere in what's it called, in October?
Well, the rumors are they're targeting October. Nothing is final.
Okay.
The betting platforms.
Yeah.
Um, some betting platforms have that date, that slot for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure they get um notified before a lot of people about the fight, but they have it in that.
Oh,
But
bro, you froze up.
hold up. Okay, let me rejoin. Hold up.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah, but it keeps freezing up though for me. Hold up
All
one
right,
second.
people. Thank you for joining. Mark said he was actually going to rejoin before. Oh, damn. I was just I was just saying that, like, you left before and you took long as hell.
Yeah, no, no,
So I was like, hopefully I don't have to talk to you guys alone.
no. No, no, we good, we good.
Because we go off the rails quite quickly.
Hopefully it doesn't freeze anymore, but yeah, man. So nothing's been announced for sure. Nothing is set in stone right now, which is just crazy to me. I don't
I mean,
like because look, if the fight does happen in October, right?
what? Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. I was just gonna ask what. I was just gonna ask what type of promotion they've been doing for the fight.
That's nothing.
So
Nothing.
wait,
Like,
so
put,
so
put,
you've
put,
heard?
put it
Go
like
ahead.
this: the fans have been making this fight. Pretty much, the fans have been promoting it. If you look on YouTube, you search up Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford, you will see a bunch of videos. Like it's pretty much the fans making this fight. The culture, the suits don't really want to make this fight. You know what I'm saying? I made a video
Mm-hmm.
about it yesterday. They don't really want to make this fight, and I'll tell you why. Why I think at least. This fight is going to change the landscape of boxing. And what I mean by that is if this fight does well, right? If it does anywhere above 500,000 pay per views, that's going to eliminate the perception that there has to be racial politics in fighting. So what I mean by that is it's going to eliminate the narrative that okay, only a black and a Mexican can create a huge fight because they have the Mexicans have a country behind them.
Hmm.
Black. It's going to change that because now it's going to be like okay, we have two black Americans going to go at it and they're going to sell, and if it
Hmm.
does well, then it destroys the narrative that there has to be a black and white, a white and Mexican, a Mexican and black. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong; those are great fights, big fights that historically has showed us that. But there's like a narrative that says that it has to be that to be a humongous fight. That's wrong because we know that we
Oh, because it's like culture versus culture,
right
basically. I
when
see. I feel
when
like
that's
yeah.
that's not needed. Like people like to say. Don't get me wrong. Boxing is very racist, but the pretty much what I'm saying is that we it's okay. How do I put it like this? Okay, so basically what I'm saying is that black people, or at least a fan like me, which I know a lot of people, fans like me, we're not really worried about oh, the Mexican versus the black guy. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, I'm a support the American because I'm American, and you know what I'm saying. Obviously, if I like the fighter, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna root for my fighter, but we don't have to have that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like we're just worried about we're only concerned about having a great fight. And
Absolutely.
you have fans that are so caught up in the racial politics, meaning okay, you have a Mexican fan that does he a Mexican fan that is just it doesn't matter what the Mexican fighter can do. He's gonna root for him, he's gonna which there's nothing wrong with that, but anything that he does, he can't do any wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So put it like this, like Canelo.
Hmm.
Canelo, again, I told you this before. I have nothing against Canelo. He hasn't said anything super wild, you know what I'm saying? Personally, right? But
Yeah.
the way that people treat him, the way that the judges treat him in boxing, that's what annoys me. So you got people that want to kind of make it seem like not now because we know that he's lost twice, but before people want to seem like he never lost before. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's lost to Canelo
Hmm.
or sorry to Mayweather, and he's arguably lost to Lara, and he's arguably lost to Triple G. So people
Yeah.
kind of erase those things because he looks like you.
So do you think them giving them a draw in that fight was like the judges like because I know you said that you don't dislike them, but like sometimes the judges try to give them fights. Do you
Well,
think that the
in the Triple G fight, I'm not gonna lie, that fight was just so close. I'm really not mad at. I'm not one of those people that actually thought he lost to Triple G personally.
hmm
I think that fight is so close. It could have went either way. And like I haven't watched the second one in a long. I haven't watched both of them in a long time, but kind of both of them are kind of mixed together for me, like in my memory. But I think both those fights were close. I don't think he lost. But I also wouldn't mad. I'm not mad at people saying that he lost either, right? I'm not mad at that, but I don't. It was just such a fine, razor close fight. But
yeah,
him versus Lara, I don't, and I think I've sent you that one before, so you should watch it eventually. But
yeah.
him versus Lara, Arislani Lara, he definitely lost that fight. No, hands down, he lost that fight.
I will watch it tonight.
Yeah, that's a fight that you got to watch. He lost that fight. I mean, I remember the first time watching it. And
Hmm.
obviously, I knew the results, that he lost the fight. But I mean, I was like watching in my head. I'm like, yo, how in the world could they give this to Lara? I couldn't. I didn't know how. But you know, So again, so basically, what my point is that there's a lot of racial politics in fight in boxing, in fighting in general, UFC too. But UFC is kind of, I think it's better. But there's, boxing is real bad for it. But
Mm.
again, boxers or fight fans as I,
How
I was
about where do you see it in the UFC?
well. because it's simple. It's simply just about supporting. Which again, there's nothing wrong with supporting with
Oh no,
right with
I actually see what you're saying, man.
yeah, like there's nothing wrong with
Because
supporting someone that looks like you. There's nothing wrong with it. But
there
when they're
had
doing,
oh
oh,
my
go ahead.
bad, dude. No, I way cut you up, dude. I gotta work on really
Yeah, stop, stop. We have to
interjecting
continue.
in the right. You know me,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay. Let me finish with the point. So what I'm saying is that like there's nothing wrong with supporting. And this keeps on freezing, bro. All right, I think it's okay. But there's nothing wrong with supporting um anyone that looks like you, right? But when you start kind of brushing off everything that they do that's bad, and just because
Oh
you like them,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Just because you like them,
John
they look
Jones,
like
man.
you. See, John Jones. See, like, don't get me wrong. He's a phenomenal athlete,
Yeah,
right? He's a phenomenal athlete. He's.
that's why people, bro. That's why people, excuse him, dude. It's just like R. Kelly, man.
Yeah.
Like
That's
all
see,
the
that's yeah. Go ahead.
all these really rich and successful people used to do fucked up shit, man, and no one would care,
No one will
because they
care.
were like talented
Yeah.
and like you know people like idolize people, man. I don't know.
See, the R. Kelly one was just it's just so bizarre to me. It's just so
Yeah,
disturbing because what? How wasn't Aaliyah 14 years old
dude,
when they got
15.
what? Like either
Yeah, no, she was 14.
she was
You're
14,
right.
like when they were dating or when they got married or something like that.
When they got
Somehow maybe.
married, bro, they were
But
14,
here's the
bro,
thing, though.
or
Here's the
she was
thing.
14.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, we can blame R. Kelly, right? But
Mm-hmm.
my thing is, where's the parents in this equation? How are you letting this happen to your daughter? I don't care if she's a multimillionaire. I don't care if she's a recording artist. I'm gonna keep my child close to me, and not they're not gonna be unsupervised. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, maybe shit, dude. I don't know. I just,
I mean, you had to ask the question: where are the parents?
I mean, bro, it's just the way I think, bro. I just try to like go through scenarios in my head, and I just couldn't.
Like, I get it, I get it.
It's
Don't get me. R. Kelly is a he's messed up, but anyone around that situation has to be looked at. Anyone
bro.
around it that saw it, that it entered their brain, and they realized what was going on, they have to be questioned. Because
Bro,
if
I
I
mean,
see that, I'm gonna check. And if R. Kelly is my dude, I'm gonna check him, bro. I'm gonna be like, you're out of line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna check you, like for sure. I'm gonna be like, yo, that needs to we need to rectify that. Like that can't happen. You know what
it's
I'm
just
saying?
like the only conceivable scenario I could like think of is just like him manipulating them in some type of way, like lying,
Hmm. Hmm.
like because that's what he said. Like he created like a cult, man, and
Yeah,
basically none of the girls could talk to each other. He had them in rooms just locked away, bro.
bro. Like that stuff is
It's
just insane, insane.
Yeah, but I get what you're talking about the racial bias in the
Yeah,
UFC, man, because
yeah.
Dana White has been accused of wanting champions of a certain ethnicity because he
Hmm.
wants he wants champions from everywhere.
Hmm. And it's
Yeah,
like,
man.
look, we got to put it the way it is. The best are the best. Doesn't really matter what they look like. Don't get me wrong, though. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with supporting where you're from, who you are. That's not the bad part. The bad part is where you let anything that they do get glossed over because they look just like you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I love, I have no disrespect to Mexican fans, no disrespect to any other nation, but I'd say Mexican fans do this stuff a lot. They do, you know what I'm saying? Like they do this stuff a lot with Ryan Garcia, with you know what I'm saying? Like I mean his popularity is dwindling, but like I have people, I
Bro,
see
why
people,
why is he so bad?
he doesn't have he's not finding the right competition, bro. He has potential. He has potential, but when you don't fight your competition, even again, I think he's on the lowest of the upper echelon. I think he's on the lowest. But
Is he considered that though? Like I've
well,
seen,
not anymore. But 2 years ago he was, but he hasn't done anything.
bro. I mean, like, was that Campbell win? I got honestly might have I need to watch it again because I just didn't see how he boxed in that.
Who
How Ryan boxed in that.
against who?
I don't remember how against Campbell.
Oh, he boxed terribly. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't good in that fight. Like, he got the stoppage, but you could just see a bunch of flaws, man. It's only seven rounds.
Is
You
it
need to
just
watch
like
it.
confidence, bro?
It's not confidence, bro. It's that he's flat-footed. Um, he's flat-footed. He's what is the word? He's athletically challenged. He's
You think
athletically
so?
challenged. Yeah, because he can get away with a lot of things because he has power. He's quick, but anyone that is more athletic than him and that has even the sliver better boxing IQ, they will beat him. And I can name 5 to 10 people that can beat him. Easy. It wouldn't be all he has realistically, bro. In his very fast hands, and uh, he does have power. He can crack, but that it takes more than that to box. To be an upper echelon fighter, to be one of the best, you need more than that. You
So
need
does it? So would you say that he needs to like change his style up?
I mean, no, because he just needs to tweak a couple things. Okay, this is what I would say.
Because
If I were to train him, this is what I'd tell him to do. I'd tell him to make sure he keeps his chin down. But that's already a given. They
hmm
tell you that in any sport, in any fighting sport. Keep your chin down. But I would tell
yeah.
him to not be so flat-footed all the time. Um, but it's one of those things, bro. It's like with Canelo. Canelo is also athletically challenged. He has slow feet. He has slow
hmm
feet, and that hinders him a lot. So when you see him against a fast-footed fighter that can box, that can move around, that can stick and move like Bivol did, like Canelo did, or sorry, like Floyd did, like Lara did, he has issues. And here's the thing: it's like people keep saying that Canelo got better after the Floyd fight. He didn't get better. He just got smarter at choosing his opponents because after that Floyd fight, you did not really see him against a slick, fast-footed boxer.
So
Triple G was not that. He was a slugger. He can match Canelo's power, and he stood right in front of him. Triple G at the time was just he was a formidable opponent for him because he could match pretty much everything Canelo was doing. You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
he didn't really get better, bro. Like if he did, he wouldn't have lost to Bivol
hmm
because not everyone can do what Canelo or Floyd did, but a lot of people can do what Bivol did. It's not rocket science. Stick and move. If you can take his power, you can take his power. Not everyone can, but stick and move. Work that jab. Move around. Be fast-footed, and you'll win the fight. And make just
So
don't respect his power, and you'll win the fight. You'll beat Canelo, but the main thing is taking his power, though. That not everyone can do that, but if you can take his power, you have a good 80% chance you'll win the fight.
mm,
You know, um,
yeah. So Canelo, would you say that Bivol was like kind of like just shelling up in that fight to like essentially protect himself from Canelo's power? But even though he was like throwing back, what could Canelo have done to like open him up when when he shells up like this?
well, what could Canelo have done? Well, I'll tell you, he could have set more traps. He could have set more traps. He could have got him to open up a little bit more. But the
Like
thing
lean
is,
in,
yeah, lead in
like
more.
use the range
You
or counter.
But the thing is, it's hard for Canelo because he's not able to move around that much. If he was able to move around more, it would have gave him
Yeah,
more opportunities to land on Bivol. But since he was flat-footed and he stood right in front of Bivol, Bivol was able to he was the one moving. So when you're the one moving most of the time and you have the guy chasing you, it all depends on your fighting ability. But if you can fight backwards, if you can fight in any direction,
hmm
you're golden. Not everyone can.
yeah.
Canelo can't fight backwards. He's not that
Mm.
good at it. Most of the time, when you see him knock these dudes out, he's coming forward. Even with the Billy Joel Saunders fight, which you should watch,
I
because
watched it.
I had Canelo losing that fight up until Billy Joel got knocked out. I had him winning that fight. had him in that fight because
Stop it.
Billy Joe was just he was moving really good, but he got lazy. He kept ducking, and Canelo
Hmm.
timed him, and boom, that eye was done. But
Yeah.
you know,
Jeez.
but but the main thing I'm saying is that black two black Americans can sell just as good as a black and a Spanish fighter, or a black and white fighter, or a white and Spanish fighter. They don't. There doesn't have to be a racial politics for it. There doesn't have to be a racial division for the fight to do great. Don't get me wrong, it does work. I get it. Like I get where they're coming from. I get the point. It does work, but at the same time, it doesn't have to. Because if this fight does well, if Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence does well, then we can get Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. Then we can get Tank Davis versus Jerron, Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney. We can get these big, massive, high skilled black fights because really,
Yeah.
let's look at it. Okay, let's look at this first, right? In the top 10 pound for pound list, they're
Yeah.
boxing. I got most people's pound for pound is Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, um, Devin Haney. Um, I'll name you mine. I'm naming mine, but in most people's are the same. Um, Tank Davis. Um,
Yeah.
uh, People do have Canelo, but I don't have Canelo, and the reason why is because we've seen him get dominated 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times we've seen him not close. There weren't close fights. Dominated, losing almost every single round. 2 times. That's why I don't have him in my top 10. He's a great fighter. I'll never take that away from him. He has a good resume. He has a good resume. He's accomplished a lot, but he's not, in my opinion, he's not top 10 pound for pound. You've never
Yeah.
seen anyone in the top 10 pound for pound get dominated twice. We're not talking about if it's a close fight, that's different, right? People have close,
Yeah.
fights, but he's been dominated twice. So, but okay, so then you got Tank, and then I have it written down actually. I have my 7. I didn't get to 10.
I mean, I just pulled up the
Yeah, but
boxing
you might
rankings
you
right
might see
now.
some, but read it for the ones they have because there are some crazy ones out there
Okay,
though.
that is. Hold on 1 second, because that is for heavyweight. Let me look up pound for
Yeah,
pound.
see, no heavyweight should be in the pound for pound list. That's not how. Yeah, no
Okay.
heavyweight because
Whoa, what? So, but the zone has Alexander Usyk as number
see,
one.
okay, so the pound for pound list was created so that the smaller weight classes would get shine versus the heavyweights. So it's basically by definition the pound for pound list is if this person was a heavyweight, could they
Yeah.
beat right and vice versa? Could they beat anyone at any different weight except the heavyweights that they've never been on it? They
I
just
mean,
start doing this stuff now.
I do remember you saying that Alexander Usyk, he he's not really like a true heavyweight, right?
Right. So the Usyk one is a little bit tricky because
Yeah,
he,
that's
he
what.
started as a cruiserweight and he moved up to heavyweight. The reason why I will still say he shouldn't be on it is because he's had today. This is what I'm saying. Today, I don't think he should be on it. Maybe a couple years ago, okay, different. But today is because he's had at least 3, 4 fights at heavyweight. He's not a cruiserweight anymore. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like he's campaigning at heavyweight now. You know what I'm saying? But if he was still at cruiserweight because he is undisputed at cruiserweight, then I would say yeah, definitely put him on there. But again, that one's a little bit iffy. Again, no heavyweight should be on it. That's just the rule. But my pound for pound list is Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Jamel Charlo, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, Javante Tank, Davis, Stephen Fulton. And I don't have the other two. I don't have the other three.
who this is? Who is this? Now, yeah, Inaui.
Uh, in a in a way, Monster in a
Okay,
way.
in a way.
Yeah,
Oh, I've heard of this
you've
guy.
heard of him. Yeah, he's good. He's a good fighter. They have him at second, right?
Yeah, hold on. Let me let
Yeah.
my freaking dog out of my room. Oh no, they have him at third.
Oh, okay. Who?
Yeah, hold on. Let me let this dog out of
I,
my room, man. Go, be gone. Go. Apologies.
No, you're good. So I think I think I don't know. I've seen him fight before. I'd say he should be in the top like 10 to 5. I don't really have him in the first. Look, he's like I think he's in like weight class 118 or yeah, he's 118. Those smaller weight classes, bro. First of all, the competition is not the same. Two, they're like literally they're difference in like 2 4 pounds in weight classes, right? So, but that's debatable. I don't know. But anyway, the point I was trying to make though is that in the pound for pound list, majority of them are black. Okay, the majority of them are black American. So the reason why I say that is because, and the point I'm trying to make is that if we have most of the highest caliber talent being black American or just being black regardless, why is it that we need the racial politics? Like I get, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not really needed. We can make big black fights.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? So
I'm
you know,
looking at it right now.
yeah, like you know, if and look, the most highest pay per view fights, I'm pretty sure every single one of them. Maybe there might be one or two that are not, but every single one of them has a black person in it.
Hmm.
So it's not essential. Again, it's not essential for there to be a race. It doesn't have to be a race war type of fight. It just doesn't. But we get the illusion of it. So basically, again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those fights. Those are still humongous fights, no question about it. But the point I'm trying to make is that if this fight does do well, it's going to set a blueprint. It's going to be like, okay, so we can make money off of just black fights.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Another fight, Deontay Wilder versus AJ Anthony Joshua. That never happened,
I
but
mean,
that was
who do you think would win that though? Like,
um
be honest, bro.
today. Well, okay, if you're talking about 3 years ago, when it was supposed to happen, Deontay Wilder easily. I think I don't think it would have. I think it would have knocked him out within 3 4 rounds. Today, I think it's more of a 50-50 chance.
Bro, he hits
I'd
so
say
fucking
he hits
hard.
hard, man. But the thing is, bro, now he is just simply not the same fighter. Um, that second Fury fight took a lot out of him. With he had a dent in his head after. I think,
Really?
yeah, he had a dent in his head. Yeah. Oh, you
Oh
didn't know
my
that?
god.
Yeah, bro. Look, this is why they're saying that he had something in his glove because the doctor's report said a hard sharp object made a dent in his skull, and
I mean,
they said that a fist could not have made that.
true.
That's what they said. This is the doctor talking. So people saying that, oh, this it's just a conspiracy. It's. I mean, for one, that's one. Two, the dude's glove was moving in a 90-degree angle. I'm gonna get you a glove right now. Hold on.
I mean, I got one somewhere. Ah, it's in my actually.
I got my glove right here. So
Hold
the
on.
dude's
Let me
glove.
let me grab my glove because I want to show it off.
Okay. Oh, you got your Hayabusa.
You already know, boy. You
Yeah.
already know.
So the dude's glove
Hmm.
was like this. It was moving like this in a 90-degree angle. Now, if there's a hand in it, if my hand is actually in the glove, it cannot move like that. It's not gonna. And I'm making a fist. It can't move like that. His glove was like this.
Oh, so you're
Popping
saying he
around.
was punching with the top of the glove, basically?
Basically what he was doing. He was hitting Deontay Wilder. He was hitting him with the knuckle part right here. Basically, you know what I'm saying, getting
Yeah,
banged up
but
like
that's
this.
illegal.
That is illegal. That's
Damn.
that's boxing is run by the mob. Boxing is run by the mob.
Dude,
His
I was actually gonna bring that up because I just watched, or I just read something about. There was one of the officials in the governing body that ran boxing for the Olympics, uh, and they say that he had mob ties.
Daniel Canahan. Have you heard of him?
Daniel Kennedy. I have. I have actually.
So he is like he's a part of like one of the biggest mob families in Europe, and they have America has a bounty out for him, and he's he's directly connected to the mob or boxing. That's why what's his name? That's why what's his name? Tyson Fury couldn't go to the States a couple weeks ago. That's why Tommy Fury couldn't go to the States as well. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and he couldn't fight what's his name, Jake Paul, because they have ties to Daniel Canahan. So they got blocked from coming to the U.S. Um, but like I said, man, Deontay Wilder was just never the same after that second fight, man. Um, I don't. It just took a lot out of him. I don't think his brain was. Once you get hit like that, your body is not the same. Your head is not the same, especially when you get cheated like that, man. Like that's why I ride for him so much because he got cheated and he wanted to run it back. He didn't want to get him in trouble. He just wanted to run it back.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Jeez, man, that's
Yeah,
that's awful.
bro. And like it's just sad seeing because it's not up for debate at this point. Tyson Fury did cheat. It's not up for there's video proof. There's what I'm saying, there's doctors' records. It's not up for debate at this point. Yes, he can box. We know that. He's skill for skill.
So why couldn't he? That's my thing, man. Is why doesn't he just box him?
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because he hit so damn hard. Because in the first fight, and even though he cheated in the first fight as well, but in the first fight, he went unconscious for a very small amount of time when he got knocked down. His eyes rolled to the back of his head. So,
Yeah, I remember that.
right. My theory is that they really felt that power, and he said, "Look, there's no way I'm gonna win, or if I get hit with that shot like that again, I'm not gonna wake up, or I'm not gonna get up." I think that's his thought process, right? So he
Bro, he
said,
hits so
"Okay."
fucking hard, bro.
He hit,
Because Tyson Fury's a big guy, man.
he's bigger. He's 6'9". He's bigger than Deontay Wilder. He outweighed him by 40 pounds.
Hey,
40 pounds
bigger they are, the harder they fall,
on his
man.
fall. But imagine that, bro. You're fighting a guy 40 pounds bigger than you. Like, realistically, bro, and that's why they're making a bridger weight because basically it's 200 pounds to
Oh
two.
yeah, I see what you mean.
Right.
Because why don't they just make a? Oh no, never
Well,
mind. I see
right.
what you mean.
Yeah, because it's essentially you're in a different weight class.
Yeah, because in the UFC they actually have a 265 pound weight limit
Oh, do
for
they?
heavyweight.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
265. Yeah. I think what's his name? I think Tyson Fury weighed like 270 or something like that. He was big. He was big.
Huge, bro.
And I think the first fight, I think Deontay
Deontay Wilder
Wilder.
said he weighed a 209, bro.
Okay, if that's
I
true,
heard him
that's
say
crazy.
that in a video.
That's crazy. Like, but you know what though? I like Wilder when he was light though. I think he moved a lot better when he was light.
Bro, he had balance problems, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. That's
Why do you
been.
think that is, man? Is he just not that athletic?
I think it's because, bro, I could say it's because he's so lanky, but so is Tyson Fury. Well, actually, no. Tyson Fury is not that lanky, but he's obviously bigger. What's the
Mm-hmm.
definition of lanky? Like, what does lanky mean to you?
It's just long and skinny.
I think that's what I see because what Tyson Fury is longer than him, but he doesn't give you that lanky appearance though. Do you get what I'm saying? Maybe it's because he's not as skinny.
He's big. Because he's like, sorry, because
He's
he's
built
like
like
kind of built actually.
he's built like a potato head, bro. Like he's that dude from Sonic, the.
Yeah.
Do you know who I'm talking
That's
about?
funny.
Bro, he's built just like that. Long legs, but his torso was kind of like squished. You know what I'm saying? But Deontay Wilder, he's built like long legs, long torso, long arms. I think it's just the fact that he's lanky. Um, I think it's that, but I think it's something that you just have to work on. I'm unbalanced now. I'm unbalanced. Like sometimes I'll my balance isn't that great. I have fast feet, but sometimes what I'm saying, like I have to reset and make sure I'm everything is correctly going under me. But
Yeah.
I think it's just a matter of I think it's just simply just a matter of practice. And again, you gotta look at it like this, bro. Deontay Wilder, bro, he knocked out. We won't get another Deontay Wilder. Put it to you like this: he knocked out. He had in 40 fights, he knocked out 40 people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
40. That is
that's one hundred
insane to think
percent.
about. That's insane to think that someone knocked out
Has
every
anybody ever
opponent.
done that? Nobody.
No, no one until
Yeah,
he
I
lost to
don't think
Tyson
anybody's ever
Fury.
done that.
He had he had 100% KO ratio, 100%. And even now, technically, he's still knocked out every single person he's ever faced. Because in the first fight,
Yeah.
people said that there was the 10 count was long again, and the
Mm-hmm.
third fight, he definitely had a long 10 count. He was down for 15 to 16 seconds. You know,
Yeah,
and
the first fight. Yeah, the first fight is controversial.
yeah, it's very
Extremely.
controversial. Like, but it's one of those things where I take that one personal, man. Like I take anything because it's like, okay, the way I look at it, right, is like, okay, I'm seeing someone that simply just wants to fight the best opposition possible, right? Then people ridicule him. Look, look, this is how it is, right? People
Mm-hmm.
will ridicule if you're very high skilled, right? If you're a high skilled boxer, they call you boring. If you just have power,
Man, that's what they did with Izzy.
and that's what they're doing, bro. This is what they
The other
do.
night.
And then if you just have power, then they say you're unskilled. You can't win. You can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
Man,
what they do, bro.
everybody's gonna say something, man. Everybody's gonna have something to say.
Everyone has something to say.
Look,
Everyone has something to
I
say.
feel like people, because most people that watch the sport it's casuals, bro,
Yeah, it's really casual,
and
bro.
it's yeah, like
And they
that
make
is
so much noise, man. They make the
dude,
most noise.
empty barrels
Yeah, like
make the
I
most
feel
noise, man. Why do you
it's like,
think
okay,
drums are hollow?
so that's a good one right there. It's like, okay, it's like if you want, it's like, okay, when I see people call Izzy boring and that he doesn't make an entertaining fight, what I'm hearing is that you want him to get knocked out, pretty much, because if he's gonna take, why take crazy risks if you're winning the fight? Like if you're dominating the guy, right? By
Yeah,
using technical and fundamentals. You're not going out there swinging wild, and you're not going out there trying to take him down when you don't have to. If you're out there and you're literally using your fundamentals, I just don't see the point. Especially against a power puncher like Cannonier, I don't see the point.
I mean, yeah, dude, that's what I was saying, man. It's not his responsibility.
It's not his
It is that
responsibility.
it's his responsibility to retain his belt. I mean,
The
and
other
I
guy's trying to take it. The other guy's trying to take it.
that's what I'm saying, man. Like people don't understand his
Uh,
position.
no, they don't. It's
They
like
just
you're
want to
there,
be
like you said,
entertained. But it's a
you're there
sport, man.
to
It's a sport just like any
exactly.
sport. It's strategic.
Yeah. Just like you said, you're trying to retain the belt. You're not trying to prove something. You're just simply trying to retain it.
You're
You're trying
already
to
the
keep
freaking
the belt.
champion.
You already won it one time.
If
Now
you
you're
can't take
defending it.
it, exactly. If you are the champion and you can't take the belt from me, then I'm just better than you.
Precisely. It's not his job to make the fight. It's the other guy's job to make it interesting. It's the other guy's fight to make it different. Why do all these
Dude,
fights look the same? Because none of these guys can crack the code.
yeah, that's true, man. Because
You
that's
know?
kind of, I mean, Anderson Silva was obviously more, you know, more spectacular, I guess people would say, just with his skill, just the things that he would do. Because Anderson had like real like knockout power, like he knocked out a
Right.
bunch of people.
But then you also have
Um,
to ask the question: how many
mhm.
times was Anderson Silva knocked out?
um, honestly, probably two or three.
Like
Because I'm pretty sure I would have to
he
go
got
back.
knocked out by Weidman. He got knocked out by
Weidman
Cannonier,
and
right?
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I think he got TK. He didn't get like one point. He got TKO'd by
Right.
Cannonier.
But I know the Chris Weidman fight, bro. The dude was showboating. He was like, you remember that fight? He was like, inside. He's like, and then and then he got knocked out. Uh, he got knocked
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. No, that's
yeah,
exactly what happened.
yeah.
Is
So it's like okay, yeah, it's entertaining, but then he got knocked out. I mean, he's still one of the
yeah.
greatest, right? He's still one of the greats, but you got knocked out, bro.
I mean,
Like,
he was just really confident, man. That's the thing, man. He's so used to doing that, man. Because did you see the way did you see the way he knocked out Forrest Griffin?
I don't think so. If I don't think so, I don't think so. You might
Yeah,
have to
he
send me
just
that
knocked
clip.
him out with a freaking front kick, man. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I think that might have been like the first, if not one of the first front kick knockouts in the
Oh yeah,
UFC.
in UFC.
Yeah,
Wow,
when he knocked out Forrest Griffin.
wow. Yeah, he was different, man. He was
Dude, I know
different.
Anderson Silva, Joe Rogan. He called it going into the Matrix, man, and I just think that that's such a freaking worthy name for it, bro. Like going
Going
in, like just cracking the code, bro.
cracking the code.
He would just know what you. He was just doing stuff on such a high level, man,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
he would just give you so many looks, and he would just counter you. He had
Hmm.
such good timing. He was so accurate.
Yeah,
His cardio was good. He could just he could go 5 rounds with you, man.
right.
Dude, he was something different, man.
Special,
But
man. He was
I mean,
special, bro.
yeah, man, he just declined, man, as everyone does.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if like how much you obviously declined some, but I think that everybody got better, man. Because if you excuse
Yeah,
me,
that's true as well.
if you see did you watch Anderson Silva fight Izzy?
I haven't seen the full thing. I've seen highlights, but that's a fight that I definitely have to sit down and watch the
Dog,
whole
I'm
thing.
gonna send that to
Okay,
you.
yeah, send me the full thing, bro. I'm watching, bro.
It's
I'm watching.
entertaining, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
entertaining, man. It's a chess match, man.
See, and
You said that you love a chess match.
right,
Last week you
right.
said you love a
Okay,
chess
so I'm
match.
gonna watch it, and we're gonna talk about that next
Oh
time.
my goodness.
Um,
All right, I'll send it to
and
you.
and I need you to watch the I'm gonna send you the Mike McCallum versus James Tony because I know you. I
Mhm.
think you'll like that as well. I
Dude,
think you'll
it's
like that as
fine
well.
that we only have 10 minutes because there's only one thing that I would like to cover. And I would
Okay.
like to for us to
Yo, I can't hear you anymore, bro. I can't hear you anymore. Nah, I can't hear you anymore, bro. I don't know what happened. Yo, join and leave and join and come back.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you're
Yeah.
good. Okay, go ahead. Bro. Go ahead.
Interesting. No, man, but listen, Israel Adesanya announced his next fight, man, and I would like for us.
Wait, what? What?
He announced his next fight, man.
Okay, and who is this?
You said, I know, right? Quick. No, right? So we're gonna react to it, man. I
Okay,
haven't
wait, wait.
even watched. I haven't. Huh?
So
I haven't.
he announced his next fight.
Yeah, man. Pretty quick, right? I was surprised. I'm like,
Sorry,
yo, but I mean,
are you
he didn't take a lot of damage. Shit.
yeah. Are you gonna tell me who it is?
We're gonna watch, bro. Shoot, I haven't seen it.
You've seen it.
No, I have not seen it.
Oh, oh, oh. But you said he announced
All
his
right.
next fight though.
Yeah, he announced it, but I didn't see. I didn't watch the video, so we're gonna watch it.
Oh, okay, okay. So you just don't know. Okay,
All right. I mean, it's obvious, bro.
yeah.
The thumbnail kind of gave it away. All right. Oh my freaking word. All right, here we go. That's
That's pretty much it. Okay.
yeah. That's the little clip of basically him just announcing his next fight. Man, it's gonna be Alex Pereira, but we don't have a date yet. But this ain't boxing, so.
Wow. Okay. Uh, wow. Tell you what, man.
you know,
It,
you know,
depending on when this
ain't
fight is,
boxing.
let's try to make it. Let's try to make it, man. Let's try to go to it.
Alex Pereira. All right, man. When they announce a venue, I will let you know, bro. It
Yeah.
might shoot, bro. It might not even be in the U.S. That's my thing.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if it's
Hey, shit. Fuck it.
not.
Dude,
If it's
hey,
possible, man,
man.
it could happen.
Let's just getting a flight is. I mean, probably
It's
not.
not bad. I mean, at that
Probably
point,
not that.
bro, when do you think the fight would happen, bro? Like, I think it's. Do you even think it
I
happens
think
this year?
realistic. Oh yeah, definitely. I think
Okay.
because what are we in July? Yeah, I think the
Mhm.
fight because we have what 5 months left. Realistically, that fight could happen in like October or November. Honestly, if Errol Spence and Terence Crawford happens in October, I think that'll happen in November. I would actually have to look at the UFC schedule and see what they have scheduled because they plan stuff ahead, man.
Right. Oh yeah. They give their fans a lot of time,
Dog, there is an event every weekend.
which I hats off to fucking to UFC, man. Like,
Every weekend.
I like what they do. I think I still think they pay their fighters a little bit too much, too less. But I
Mhm.
also think boxers get paid overall a little bit too much. So someone has to find the balance, in my opinion. But
Mhm.
it all depends, man. It all depends on who you
Dude,
are.
they should get 50K a fight, man. If you're not like a prize fighter, if you're in the UFC, you should get 50K a fight. And
Facts,
then you should get even if you lose, you should still get about what? Like and I don't think they should take half your money if you
bro.
lose.
What? They take half their money if they lose?
Yes, bro.
No. Oh my god.
Bro.
No.
In the
That's so bad.
UFC, they take half your money if you lose. And listen, I just think that if you win, they should get 50K regardless. If you win, there should be a bonus and it should be the UFC. They make enough money, bro.
It makes
It should
listen,
be
bro.
the
They're
UFC
making
that pays for it.
they're making a lot of money.
So if you win, bro, you should get 100K a fight.
Hmm.
So you fight
Bro,
6 times, bro. Let's say
yeah.
you fight 6 times in a year. Let's say you're active. If you win, bro, and let's say that you're on the main card, bro. it it should be like 100K regardless. Plus, I mean, it
Yeah.
depends. It depends on. Honestly, it should be. I think that it's if you work on the main card, it should be based on your promotion. I think that they should quantify that somehow because they should like if you're someone like Sugar Sean, bro. Like, do you see how much money that man makes? That's
What
based
did he
on
make?
pay.
What did he make? 600,000 off that the
I
last
don't
fight.
even remember, man. Hold on one second.
I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, so did I. What did Sugar Sean make at UFC 276 or
And
267? Let's
I guess they do get the money even if it's no contest.
76. I'm sorry.
I guess they do get the money even if it's no contest, right?
Hmm. So I'm looking right here, and it says Sean O'Malley's. Although the UFC maintains tight privacy on athletes' salaries, we can still estimate each fighter's earnings based on their prior matches. So let me just scroll down here. It is expected that Pedro would earn a purse close to 200,000 from his fight with Sean O'Malley. So Pedro made about 200 grand. Um, Sean O'Malley's close to 300 grand
Mm,
for Sean.
okay, I thought he made a little bit more than that, but I'm not mad at it. I mean, he's really not that big. He's I don't know. What do you think?
Who, Sean?
Yeah, what do you think?
In the division, Sean is a very big deal. God damn it.
Mhm.
I spilled my drink. Just kicked it over. Uh no, but Sean is a very big deal in that division. I think that Sean is like one of the because that division just so deep, man. Wait, am I echoing?
Nah.
All right, no, sorry, but that division is just so deep, man. Like, bro, you have, bro. Let me just pull up the bantamweight division,
Yeah, let me
and
see
I will
that.
show you the top 15 for the bantamweight division in the UFC. So that's in MMA that's 135 pounds,
Wow, bantamweight. Jeez. Oh
dude.
my, those killers, man.
Dude, this the bro Aljamain Sterling, man, is the champ in at bantamweight right now. All right, man. So just tell me if you know these guys, man. Damn,
Crazy.
TJ Dillashaw. I didn't even know that, man. But look, Aljamain Sterling is number one because he's a champ, obviously, because he's the champ. Then we have Piotr Jan. Then we have TJ Dillashaw at number three, which I don't know. I feel like that's high, honestly,
Yeah.
because
What do you think?
I don't think Dillashaw can beat. I've seen Aldo fight. I've seen Aldo beat Rob Font, man, and Rob Font is bro, the division's just deep, man, and Rob Font's a pretty serious fighter as well. I say he actually beat who was Cody Garbrandt. He beat him pretty handily. Cody Garbrandt, like a former champion.
Mhm.
But basically, looking at the rankings, just the top five, you got just dudes. Even at number five, you have Corey Sandhagen, and people still to this day say that he is like easily like can be not the next champion, but his championship